This session, we're going to look at simplifying surds. Now, this is a topic that's going to come up on your end of year assessment. So to start off with, on the first sheet, which says Surds Part 1, Simplifying Surds, I'm going to go through the three worked examples. So the first one says root 12. Well, the idea of simplifying surds is to try and take out a square number. So if I look at root 12, and I think about the list of square numbers that I have, hopefully we can see pretty quickly that 4 is going to be a square number. So I can rewrite root 12 as root 4 multiplied by, 4 times 3 is going to give me 12. From here, I look at root 4. Root 4 is equal to 2, so my answer is 2 times root 3. And similar to with algebra, instead of writing a multiplication sign, we just put the two terms together, so we get 2 root 3 like so. Now I'm going to do the same thing with part B, except for this time with root 75, I need to try and find the largest square factor. So I'm going to keep going in my list, and hopefully we can see that 25 is now going to be the same. And one little tip that I would always say is always write down your square factor first. That way it will be less confusing of which one you're going to simplify, and we can go straight into 5 root 3. Finally, for part C, this is slightly different because of this term on the outside, this number 3. So what I need to do is just write that as a multiplier at the start, and now I'm going to look at root 8. Well, root 8 is just 4 times 2, so I'm going to write that as root 4 times root 2. Simplifying this middle term gives me 3 times 2 times root 2, and finally 6 root 2. So that should help you answering the first 1, 2, 3 questions. For the fourth question, you want to try and think about how you could do it backwards. So one of the examples I'll do for that is the same one that's given, which is 2 root 2. So what I need to do is turn this backwards. So 2 root 2 is the same as, well, what have I square rooted to get to 2? That has to be root 4. Root 2, which gives me root 8. Hopefully we can see the relationship that if I square a number and square root it, it stays the same. So 2 squared is 4, so I could write 2 as the square root of 4.